It's more to do with your diet than anything else. Uh, the diet you should be looking for is a high protein, low carb, low fat, but don't cut out your carbs and fat. And I think somebody recently died because of a keto. I remember
Mm.
keto diet I read about. It created quite a furor online because people are wondering how that can happen because it's such a fad these
Well,
days, ketos. So
the problem is with people like when it comes to diets like that
yeah, go
is
ahead.
they forget the fact that like when you cut out an entire nutrient group or limit how much you have it for a nutrient group or macro, I'm sorry, a macro group, not nutrient,
Yeah, macro. Right?
but or even when you cut out like even when you look at people who are like not just the keto, when you look at people who are Dr. Atkins or
Yeah.
the vegan, the vegetarian, like the where's the other one? I don't know. They're all of them.
There's so many.
Any diet that limits or cuts out a specific macro or nutrient forgets the fact that like your body needs those things.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're gonna cut out carbs, not telling you not to, or if you're gonna cut out meat, not telling you not to. All I'm saying is there are certain nutrients that come along with eating those things
Yeah.
that you're now gonna have to source from other places. And if
Exactly.
you're not intelligent about how you go about that process, you could very easily put yourself into danger, physically, like physical danger in terms of like your health, um, if you keep on that kind of a diet for too long. So what you see is like, for example, a lot of vegans or vegetarians have issues with their B vitamins because you get a lot of B vitamins from
Yeah.
various food sources. That's not to say that you can't find them from vegetable or vegan sources, but the problem is that people aren't even considering that that's a thing that they need to look at, and therefore they're not going to find the resources or like going to find the things that offer those as resources. Like for example, I take spirulina, this tablet that's got spirulina and chlorella powder in it, which are both kind of, well, spirulina is definitely an algae, and chlorella is kind of like a pseudo algae because it's also kind of like it's a cross between a plant and an animal. It's weird, but they offer
A plant and
it's
a
a
what?
and an animal. It's a weird thing. It's like it's I forget the exact reasoning behind it, but it's like something to do with like it having a nucleus or how the nucleus is formed, or something
Is
like
it
that.
is it
Whereas
is it synthetic or is it like a
no, 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 it's a completely natural thing. So spirulina is an algae. Chlorella is considered a blue green algae, but it's not technically an algae. It's like it's a weird thing that's kind of like a cross because of the way it's structured. It's technically not a plant, but it's technically not really an animal either. It's a weird mix of them. But that being said, it's a vegan source of a lot of different nutrients, proteins, all basically all your essential amino acids, and B vitamins, and a slew of other nutrients as well, naturally occurring. And like I said, it's a vegan source of it, but most people either know it or don't take it because they're like, oh, that's algae wishy-washy stuff. I don't know, but like it's great. I use it even though I'm a meat eater. I use it because I've noticed that when I do take it, I function better. I feel better. Like my awareness is there. Like I
this
realized that
is it for your B12?
I mean I don't take it specifically for that, but I noticed. I mean, as a result, I don't know if it's the B12 in there or what it is in there, but I've noticed an overall improvement in the way I feel when I do have it versus when I don't have it. It
Because
also is something that I can take like,
A B12 has direct effect on your central neurological system.
hmm,
Low
so
B12
yeah,
levels is what causes you that lightheadedness and all sorts of stuff that happens along with
and so maybe yeah, maybe that's specifically what it is. But all I know is like since having started taking that on a somewhat regular basis, I've definitely feel better on average, and I've noticed that like when it comes to fatigue levels, I don't get as tired as quickly. I also it's like even though like I told you earlier, I've been drinking a lot more coffee lately because I got a cold
it.
flu thing. But having said that, but what I've noticed is when I don't have that coffee, if I have some of those tablets, it's a wake me up. Like it's a pick me up. It's not like coffee, whereas like I can't go to sleep if I have it too late in the day, but it's enough of a pick me up where like I can have it at like 7 p.m. at night, give me a little kick for the rest of the evening, and then still go to bed like, with no issues later on. But that's something that, like, if you're vegan or vegetarian, you should be incorporating something like that into your diet that people aren't. So I could definitely see how somebody who's on the keto diet, is maybe goes to the extreme of like cutting out all carbohydrates, even like stuff like that's the other thing too, is like the keto diet doesn't even
Zero.
let you technically doesn't even let you really have a full, like, you couldn't eat a cup of broccoli on that, or maybe 1 cup, but you couldn't have more than a few cups of broccoli, like, and that's not really healthy. You
Yeah.
need your green leafy vegetables, and those are important. And if
Yeah.
you're not even allowed to have those on a diet like that, then like all the nutrients that go along with those things are no longer coming into your body. And so if you're on that for too long, you deplete those things, and your body needs them every day to function. And after too long of that, I could easily see how somebody being too extreme could die on that if they're not really thinking about what that
I
would
don't
mean.
think I can do any diet which asks me to cut out anything because I just love food too much, buddy.
No,
That's
me
not gonna
too.
happen. I
No,
mean, I want to get fit. I want to do all of that, but I'm not gonna have a pizza, bro. I'm gonna have a pizza on my
no.
cheat day for sure. I
I made a pizza Monday night. It's a cauliflower crust, and but like it was great.
I do
Yeah,
cauliflower crust. I'd say on cheat day I just do a normal pizza with. I do a cheese
yeah.
crust. Why not? It's my cheat day. I had butter chicken the other day for sure. I wasn't go for a week, dude. I was cheating every day. So
Oh yeah.
I'm not
Well, the
gonna.
thing is, like, I think people don't realize it's like they go to too many extremes. It's like if you're not competing, like if you're not actively competing,
Exactly.
don't get me wrong. If you're a competitor, you have to go to an extreme if you want to compete, like on a reasonable level. And you should, because that's what it requires. Like, you shouldn't be able to get by with just doing whatever and then winning in this kind of thing.
But
You
it's
have
not
to be
fun either. Even if
willing to
those
put
guys
in the
right
work.
now, like if the strongman contest is on right now. Like today it started. I'm a huge.
Mm,
I've become this huge fan
yeah,
of
you've been
strongman.
talking about that.
I'm just wanting to watch it, but it's not being telecast. I don't know why. But anyways, those guys like you spoke about mass and stuff like that, right? So the guys who are competing in the strongman these days. I mean, if anybody's seen strongman, you look at those guys. They don't look like your poster boys of movies and stuff. Like they got a massive belly. Like when Eddie Hall was strongman, his belly was this. All right, now
Yeah,
he's cut because he's gonna go box Thor. That's gonna be awesome. But that time was, and the way they ate, it was ridiculous. Right, it was the opposite of somebody who would do a keto or something or cutting. There's the opposite. They used to eat so much,
add more.
but that wasn't fun either. You see, they used to
Yeah,
eat so much that, like, if you go on YouTube and you see some of their videos, they'll be showing you a full day of eating on what they used to eat during competition. All right, for them, maintenance for the size that they are, maintenance is like 7 to 8,000 calories. All right, for competition, they used to eat like 10,000 calories a day. That's not fun, bro. 2 hours,
no.
and the best bit is they get like their normal friends who are not like strong men, but still really fit guys. They try to get them to eat the same diet. People just tap out halfway. They're like, "Nah, it's not gonna happen. It's not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
happen."
that's when you just throw pizza in the blender and just
Yeah,
drink it down.
they did that. No, not. They didn't put a pizza. They put ice cream in the blender. They put
Oh
Thor's.
yeah, well, ice cream, yeah.
Yeah, Thor does an eating challenge. He's got a few of them. Thor is Thor Bjorkman, the guy who was the mountain, right? So he does
Yeah.
he does a normal 1 day of eating for his normal not competition day of 8,000 calories, and he does it with a friend of his. He almost finishes it, and right at the end, it's actually his trainer. He trains with him. It's actually right at the end. The last meal is a liter of full fat milk with I don't know how much protein. What it's not even protein. I don't know what it is. And he almost does the whole thing, bro. The meals are ridiculous. He finishes everything. He just has this much milk left, and he's like, "I'm gonna throw up. I can't do it anymore." And even Thor's like, "Come on, you got this much left." He's like, "I'm gonna pass out right now." And then I'm
Uh,
looking at the video. I'm like, "Do it, buddy. Just go take a dump or something. Come back and do it.
make some
Finish
room,
it."
yeah.
And don't be like, oh, you almost did it, dude. That's 8,000 calories. Then Thor and two of his I'm saying Icelandic friends do a day of cheating. Like, that is
A
just
cheat day on that diet, like
between three of them, guess how many? I'm not joking. Between three of them, 50,000 calories, three of them. And there was a
wow.
guy who used to eat Thor under the table. And Thor can eat. I So if Thor would finish a whole pizza, in say 10 minutes, which is ridiculous because it's a huge pizza. His friend would finish it in like 6 minutes and be waiting for him. And he's not even he's not even in competition. He's just a normal dude. This is and after like if you see the video, it's like after every 10 minutes, somebody's in the bathroom chugging like and in the back. And the funniest thing is, it's 30 minutes of them eating. And if you look at the comments, everybody says the same thing that you're thinking. It says, I can't believe I spent 30 minutes watching three guys eat food. But it was so interesting. You just spent 30 minutes watching three dudes eat food, and I want to see more. I don't know why. So stupid.
It's the gross fascination, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like either way though, like you said, like the whole, it's like it's all about moderation though. It's like if you go to the extremes, I think that people forget that like life is not just about like you should be enjoying yourself. Like if you're doing all this, like you should like you've got your goal and all that, but you should be having fun with it too. If you're not like enjoying the process, then you're not doing it right. Like the process is part of the thing. Because once you get to the end, it's like you've achieved that goal. It's like now you can keep it, and that's cool. That's harder to do, but you can keep it. Like it's really like you realize it by the time you get done. You're like, okay, what the biggest thing was like doing the process itself. Once you've reached that goal, you've reached it. But it's like, okay, now what?
Man, you can be conscious about what you eat based on what your goal is, but you can still like when you travel, when I travel,
enjoy yourself. Yeah,
you eat everything. You eat buckets of beer, right? But you eat everything, right? Why not?
Yeah, and you should. You should. I mean, especially if you've been that extreme, if you've been that regulated for a while, then you should have have time you're not. And even if you're not always that regulated, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Like life will go on. You will survive. You can start again tomorrow. It doesn't mean that you have to like stop everything. It's like, oh crap, I had 6 donuts today. Fuck it, I'm never doing any of this.
I had 6 donuts today. I cheated. I'm gonna grow a belly and become obese tomorrow.
Exactly.
Oh man, you
like,
won't
who
be.
cares?
You just had one day of 6 donuts. It's fine.
Exactly.
Dude,
it doesn't
my
matter.
dad's birthday the other day. I got some cake. I don't even like cake, but this cake was so good. I was eating in flight. I took it in flight. I'm like, give me some tea so I can have cake. I didn't even want the tea. I just wanted an excuse to have cake. I was okay. I was like, I'll live. I'll burn it off. As long as you burn it off, you know what you're doing. Don't be so conscious. I mean, be conscious about it, but don't be so crazy about it. You know?
Yeah. It's like, just remember, like, okay, 6 donuts today is fine. 6 donuts every day for the next 2 weeks.
No, that's not fine. That's not.
But like, enjoy yourself. You know, if your friend's having a party, go to the party. Yeah. Eat their birthday cake. Eat some ice cream. Have some pizza. Whatever it is, enjoy yourself. Exactly. It's life.
Can you imagine a guy going to a competition
have a cocktail,
eating pizza? Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Imagine if you and I go to fucking Italy tomorrow in Napoli. And they
Are you kidding me?
It's got too much fat. I'm minding my fucking diet. And you're like, oh.
All I would say is, okay. All I would say is, Rahul, we're gonna eat whatever we want, but we're walking everywhere. Okay.
But that's true though.
Exactly.
But how much do you walk when you travel? It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
I enjoy walking too, actually, when I'm traveling. Yeah.
Oh, I've been walking after my workouts. Like, I'll get done my workout, I'll do a lap around the neighborhood, just a couple laps, just to, like, as a cool down and like as a decompression kind of thing.
I do it too, actually. I didn't do it today because I did a leg workout today, and I basically need a wheelchair after that. But most times I do, and after meals too. If you see the Thor competition, he said one thing is after every meal I do a 10-minute walk. And he said before I didn't do a 10-minute walk, and it was ridiculous. I couldn't get through this, but
it helps you. It helps start the digestion and helps things move along. I think, like, because you remember, every time you eat, you got to make your body is still digesting or did digest food earlier, so it's got to make room for that. And walking, I think, helps that process. It helps shake things loose and get it down to where it needs to get out.
We should do an eating challenge, you and I, on YouTube.
That would be fun.
When we're together, though, when we're traveling next time, not on camera.
Okay, yeah.
Because I know you're gonna cheat, and then I'm not gonna be able to catch you, and it's gonna be wrong. But
yeah, that would be fun.
We can go to, I don't know, wherever we travel next. And they better have good food. Thailand's got great food. Vietnam's got.
I mean, I don't really plan on going anywhere that I don't like the food. So
yeah, we're not gonna go anywhere they don't have food. Dude, let's just go to Italy. And let's go to Sicily and just, or whatever, Napoli or whatever.
wine and pizza, dude. And
And we're gonna
wine,
do an
pizza,
eating challenge.
charcuterie.
We're gonna do an eating challenge. I think you probably wouldn't, but let's see. It's by the time we go, maybe I'll catch up with you. I think I can do. I think I can eat my ass off in India because the food is. I mean, Indian food is delicious. I could do
Oh, I
butter
could eat
chicken,
Indian food all day.
kebabs. We're gonna. But the game is to see who can eat the most amount of calories. Right. So it's not.
Oh well, that's easy though. If that's the case, dude, I've got a sweet tooth like a mother. So like I'll just eat. Yeah, I'll just eat cake all day. Well, not cake because I don't like cake, but I'll eat brownies, cookies, any kind of dessert. Like I love sweets. That's my Achilles heel.
I'm okay with sweets. I like sweets. I do like sweets, but not all of them. Like I love lemon tart. I love like one of my dad's birthday got this orange and almond cake. Oh my god, that was great. I love Indian sweets nowadays. So good. But I'm not a fan of chocolate. So that's where I'll probably lose out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm one of the few guys in the world who don't like chocolate. Very few, I know. It's wrong. It's illegal. It's blasphemous. But we should do it. We should do an eating challenge. That's a good idea.
We will. I mean, whenever I get to India, either way, like we're gonna spend like a few weeks working out, and you're gonna hate it after a week or two of working out with me.
No,
we'll also eat a ton.
After. We should do the workout after.
Well,
we should go travel.
After eating?
When we come back to India, that's when you should work out and lose all the crap that you
Oh, and lose it again?
No, I mean,
well, we should do one. No, we should. Well, no, we'll go. We'll stay in Mumbai for a week. We'll work out for a week, and then we'll go travel all around, and then we'll come back again.
Dude, I'm gonna make you eat so much in Mumbai that you'll never be able to get out of your fucking chair. Are you kidding me?
I don't think I want to leave Mumbai anyway.
Yeah, that is food central, buddy. I'm gonna plow you with so much biryani and butter chicken that you retire on that bed. I mean, if nobody, this is what I say. My favorite time, the way to spend an afternoon, is after like if I wake up early in the morning, go for a flight, whatever, and I'm tired or whatever. Just want to lie down, or not lie down, just sit down in like a nice, comfortable chair, get a beer, get either chili chicken, all right, which is Chinese but Indian Chinese, or butter chicken, all right, and watch a cricket match. Dude, you will never sleep better than that ever in your life. It's like four shots of chamomile tea.
Are you saying the cricket's gonna make me fall asleep?
Yes, the test match. Because the beer, the butter chicken, chili chicken, or either, and then a test match. So a test match on a normal day will put you to sleep. Even after a long coffee, you'll fall asleep. But then you still like it. It's just slow, and you just there's such a rhythm to that.
It's just casual. Yeah.
There's such a rhythm to the test match that you just fall asleep so easily. It's like watching waves or something. It's just great.
I'm down, man. Let's do it.
All right, man. Cool, man. This has been a good podcast. Next time, we're going to talk about wellness and exercise techniques. I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
We covered some amount of nutrition. There's a lot more to it. But if you guys, if anybody's listening to this, I've got a podcast on Spotify called The Village Idiot, and we've got Ricky spoken in great detail about nutrition there. So if you're interested, look it up or leave a comment, and we'll get Ricky to reply. And we can get into more details. But stand by for further information. We're gonna do another podcast soon about health, wellness, and everything that goes around.
I think what is it? Mind, body, soul. We're gonna try to focus on the things that incorporate that.
That's gonna be a long one, buddy. That's gonna have to be a few chapters.
That's gonna be we'll have to probably come back and forth to that one because it'll be that's a lot to go into that. You can't just.
That is there's a big chapter.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Always a pleasure.
All right, dude. You be you. Peace out, man.
Yeah.